Welcome to the Chamber Chat. I'm Matt Ricker here today with Hugo and James, the co-owners of the Gentleman's Lab, right here in New Rochelle, and soon to be Gentleman's Lab 2, coming soon, which we'll talk about. But James and Hugo, thank you very much for joining me today.
Well, thank you for having us today.
Yeah, thank you, Matt.
Of course. So tell me, I know that you guys both went to New Rochelle High School. And you then opened the Gentleman's Lab in New Rochelle, across from the CVS down North Avenue here. Tell me how you got into business together.
All right. So we started. Well, we own Home Thesis, which has been 10 years in business, and through that we had the opportunity to invest in another business. We noticed that Gentleman's Lab, before it was the Prestige. It was there for a long time. It was, I would say, maybe over 6 months. Mm-hmm. And so we decided to give it a call and find out what that entails. And so we gave it the Home Thesis touch, which we do best, right? We pour in our 10 years of experience, brought in some luxurious finishes, and brought up the place. Tell you what, we didn't know nothing about barbershop, but we learned a lot through the process.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah?
Yes, I mean, not just knowing how to run a business and then jumping into a barbershop is a completely different experience to actually having a physical location. And I think that's what, we like, to have a physical location where we can send our clients to get a cut.
Yeah.
And it's the same type of service that we provide at Home Thesis, a very high-end service at the Gentleman's Lab.
That's great. Do you have your scissors? Can you give me a haircut?
Of course.
Maybe the Sawzall.
No, so I think that's a really nice collaboration between the Gentleman's Lab and now tell us about your new Gentleman's Lab number 2 coming.
Yeah, so same thing. That place was a barbershop already. It was probably closed, like 2 months. And we found out about it, and Hugo prayed about it, and he said, if this is going to be for us, it's going to work out. And we started taking the steps. We called the agent, we saw the place, and we talked with the team, because we have an excellent team at Gentleman's Lab 1. And with them, we all became partners into the second shop.
That's great. And now, are you going to have staff from both, operating both locations, or are you going to hire like a full new staff for the second location?
Well, just like how James said, it's just been amazing how things have been unfolding. And so just December, we had a new barber join the team on Gentleman's Lab 1. And then there was a barbershop across the street that also decided to shut down, but then he joined our team.
Okay.
And for some reason, like, these doors start opening up and barbers start giving us a call to join the team. So now we're playing more of a chess game to see which one will be operating on the Waikiki area, and those who will stay at the Gentleman's Lab. It's still in the process of planning, but I think we're going to have a great team on both areas.
That's great. And do you have an anticipated open date yet, or not yet?
We're hoping to have a soft opening in the next few days already.
Okay.
Because we're like 95% done.
Wow.
And then we'll probably have the grand opening with you guys, with the chamber.
Well, I think it's probably easier to open that because it was already a barbershop.
Correct.
So it's not like, it was a restaurant and you're converting it into a barbershop where you have to take out the stoves and all that stuff. So I'm sure it was an easier process in renovating it.
We did the same thing when we did the first one.
Yeah.
We brought in Home Thesis again, and we just gave it a touch, right, which is a paint job, high quality paint job. We brought in just more of a detailed chairs and those little details that we just mount on walls.
Yeah.
But everything stayed the same where it was.
Yeah. No, that's great. But yeah, let's switch gears to Home Thesis. So what sorts of services do you guys offer?
With Home Thesis, we offer anything from a full kitchen renovation, bathroom, painting, hardwood floors. We have a full team of licensed electricians, plumbers, roofers. So we are your one-stop shop. You call us, we take the headache from you, and we'll take care of your whole home improvements.
What about if there's someone who is going through a flood or some sort of a natural disaster where they, have to rip up their basement.
Yeah.
Do you assist with that?
Hugo had a situation like that where we communicated with the insurance.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Right?
Well, actually, through that circle community,
Oh, yes.
we met with Laura from Atlas, and so she's an adjuster, and so through communication and introductories, she was able to assess and find out what's the best alternative for the client, and then it's just a communication process between all of us, and then we come in with what the insurance provides, and we'll be able to get the job done. We pull permits, so we're licensed insured. We do all that process.
That's great. And in the last year or so, what would you say has been your most popular project or renovation?
Oh, that's a good one. I mean, I think kitchens and bathrooms are like our thing. That's what we get called the most. And then once we're already in that home, we'll do the hardwood floors, or we'll paint the room, things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, right now we're currently probably just have 8 projects going on at the same time.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. One day we're running around.
Wow.
I mean, I'm thank God that I have James on my side, and so we are able to discuss at night what's the plan or the scope of work that is going to entail the next day, and then we just split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes I don't see him. It's sad.
That's great. And what would you say your main piece of advice for a new homeowner that's looking to, renovate the kitchen or put in a couple new bathrooms? What would you say to them?
To call us, we'll do a free consultation, we'll do a walkthrough, and we'll give that potential client, step-by-step process, right? We give them introductories, for example, DKB, which are New Rochelle. We've been in relationship with them for over 8 years. And so Vanessa's Orban is great to provide a 3D rendering of what that bathroom or kitchen could look like.
Yeah.
From there, we'll have precise measurements of what we'll need as in construction materials.
Okay.
And then same thing, we'll introduce to her or the client on where to get the plumbing fixtures, stone material. Sometimes we get it from his father.
Yeah.
Quality marble.
Okay. No, that's great. Now, let's switch gears to faith. So both of you are very into your faith, and recently Worship and Network was started. So tell me a little bit about that.
So a year ago, I set myself in a men's group, where the Agora Social Club in Larchmont, and that's where I met my buddy Ed Wezo, and from there we connected. I was watching his Instagram, and at that time I wasn't a follower of Christ, and so he was putting a lot of scripture. But at that moment in my life, I wanted change. I wanted to do something different in my life, and so I reached out to him, and I wanted to know a little bit more of what that entailed. We hopped on a Zoom call, hopped in 2 hours Zoom call, and from there it just it involved.
To the shop.
Yeah, brought him to the shop, and I was like, "Yo, go get a complimentary haircut from us." When he was there, James also was there. Dario from 179 was there. It just organically just turned into a networking conversation. It was just man talk. It was business, and he then texts us later on. He goes, "Are you guys open to do something at the barbershop?" And he sent me what it entails, the Worship and Network, right? We went for lunch at 179 with Dario, and that's where we pretty much nailed all right, let's set up a date, let's do it. Intentionally, we were just planning to do it once. And so in that process, right, it led to our 13.
Yeah.
We outgrew the barbershop, so there was...
Worship and Network on tour.
Yeah, now it's Worship and Network on tour.
Yeah, so it's very impressive what you guys do.
We don't do it.
That's
We were just being obedient.
Yeah. But no, I mean, like the turnout that you guys have been getting is amazing, and I understand why you outgrew the barbershop, because there's such an interest now.
Yeah.
And you had that event in at Manhattanville University, right?
Yeah, we did. We
Yeah.
did. Last one was at Westchester County Center.
Okay.
And so it's been amazing seeing the process unfold. I never thought I was going to be up speaking to a group of people, and
Yeah.
I kid you not, it gets shaky, I get anxiety, but I like to put the reps in, and I see like, all right, this is what I guess I'm called to do, with Ed on the side, and James also been in the process of
Yeah.
in the midst of that, but it's been also strengthening my faith, right? Because it's everything under the umbrella of Christianity, right? There's Catholic, there's Christians. It's just relationship with God,
Absolutely.
and then how to implement your business into ministry.
Sure. Yeah, and what sorts of members like do you have come to that? Like, are there all sorts of businesses or?
There's some there's some that they're planning to open up a business,
Okay.
and this is a perfect place to come, and then you'll meet
Okay.
like-minded individuals,
Yeah.
and then in that process you're able to collaborate
Mhm.
or get advice on how to start, where to start.
Yeah. Well, that's great. And what would you give, like, if someone is looking to expand their faith, what would be one piece of advice you'd give?
I think it's, God is everywhere. And if you're able to just pour out in prayer and ask for anything in life, God will open and close doors. God will remove and add people in your life. And and with faith, right? You
Yeah.
start to see that.
Nice. How about you?
Oh, I mean, just like he said, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I got nothing else to say to that.
And now, lastly, as we close out, tell me what your favorite podcasts, books, TV shows, anything that you could recommend to our listeners.
On a book, The 30 Lessons by Dave.
Oh,
Dave
really?
Regina.
I have that book.
That's a really good book.
I haven't gotten a chance to read it
That's
yet.
actually the first book I ever read in my entire life. It's a really good book. Highly recommend that one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, that's great. And how about any podcast or anything that you
Yours, of course.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
you.
Oh.
Top of the list.
Yes.
Thank
Did
you.
you
Appreciate it.
happen to hear back from the Westchester?
Um,
If you
the
won
which one?
for the podcast?
Westchester Magazine.
Yeah.
The best
Oh.
of Westchester.
So I appreciate you guys nominating, but I did not get selected for that.
Same here.
Yeah. So, but better luck next year.
Next
Just
year,
got to
for
keep
sure.
trying.
Yep.
You know.
Same thing.
Consistency.
We made it to the semifinals, but
Yeah. Yeah. I
we'll
mean,
make it next year.
just being honored, or it is an honor to just be nominated for
Right.
it, and
Absolutely.
that helps you get your name out, helps you get your business out.
Mhm.
So, yeah, no, that's great. How about you? Any recommendations for podcasts, books, or TV shows?
TV shows, I haven't had time for that because after work I go home to another job, which is being a
Yeah.
father of four.
Yeah.
But I do listen to a lot of podcasts, and it's usually from friends in my circle, right?
Okay.
You have The Ground Up from Esther. You have Dave Regina's No Snooze podcast. Yeah, it's all over from our network
Yeah.
that I like to support, because in those episodes you get to also understand more of who they are
Yeah.
Yeah.
and what they're doing.
Absolutely.
And it's neat.
Okay. All right. Well, any lasting thoughts before we close out?
Maybe not many people know, but I own a in-home daycare. So if you have a child and you're looking for a daycare, please give me a call.
That's great. Can you tell us your number?
914-355-1987. So my licensed New York State child care provider.
Nice. And what ages?
From 6 weeks to 7 years old.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, that you guys are truly
We take care of the
you do
entire household.
everything. I can't wait to see what comes next. So, thank you both for joining me. I'm looking forward to the grand opening of your second
Yep.
shop.
Thank you,
So,
thank you.
congratulations on that. That's going to be great, and keep doing what you're doing.
Thank
Yeah.
you,
Same
Matt.
thing.
Thank
you
Thank
for
you.
the
Wish you all
invitation.
success.
Of course, thanks, and thanks again for coming by.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Matt.
And that's all for this week's episode of the Chamber Chat. I'm Matt Ricker. We'll see you next time. Take care.